request lines are now open. KGFJ Soul Radio.
Do it now, man.
Request lines are up.
It's open, man.
Got any Blue Oyster Cult?
No, I don't have any Blue Oyster Cult. I ate 34 pairs last time around. Where were you? I was that close to working at 7-Eleven, you know.
Pass the word along. Tell the men it's time to shoot the moon.
Shoot the moon!
Not out there on the microphone. On the microphone.
Shoot the moon. Shoot the moon.
The attitude dictates that you don't care whether she comes, stays, lays, or prays. I mean, whatever happens, your toes are still tapping.
Hey, Strawberry! Oh, Strawberry. Hey, what's happening, man? How you doing? This is my friend.
Hey, how you doing, man?
What you looking at, man?
Oh, nothing. I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking at his neck, man.
Can you honestly tell me that you forgot the magnetism of Robin Zander or the charisma of Rick Nielsen?
That's kid stuff.
Kid stuff. Well, how about the tunes? I want you to want me. The Dream Police. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Build your muscles picking strawberries. You know, Bend and Scoop. Maybe I could get you a job with United Fruit. I got a buddy with United Fruit. Start with strawberries, you might work your way up to these goddamn bananas. When, boy, are you gonna get your act together?
We're creating a society of cell phone crazed, marijuana smoking zombies.
Coming to you not quite live from Lukewarm Tallboy Studios deep in the land of Gar, this is Bend and Scoop, the podcast featuring music, mirth, and minutia, focused on exposing artists you probably haven't heard but should. I'm Bob, and I'll be your tour guide on this amazingly asymmetric auditory adventure as we journey to the center of your cochlea. Welcome to episode 11. We have another great batch of music in store for you. You just might even hear something you dig enough to add to your own record collection. And speaking of records, we spread the gospel of vinyl here at Bend and Scoop, so let us know about your favorite neighborhood record store on Twitter or Instagram at BendScoop using the hashtag SpinMomAndPop. Our record store of the week is 14 Records in Dallas, owned and operated by the legendary Bucks Burnett, who's almost an even bigger draw than the vinyl itself. You can follow 14 Records on Instagram at 14_records and be sure to check out their Facebook page. Batting leadoff in our lineup is Ting Tang Tina out of Fort Worth, Texas, whose lead singer is the daughter of Toadies frontman Vaden Todd Lewis. They've got a brand new album out on local label Dreamy Life Records called Honeybee. Here's Bother on Bend and Scoop.
Need stay on the right side.
KNUZ Radio 12.
Like a curious flame, the best I can do is to turn my back on you. You follow the skyway, you follow your right of way, you follow the streets and the cars and the shadows and the stars. Follow the skyway, you follow your right of way. You follow the streets and the cars and the shadows and the stars. Streets and the cars and the shadows and the stars.
That's a catchy little bugger. Skyway by Denver's own The Apples in Stereo from their 2007 album New Magnetic Wonder. You can hear that one and every song we've played on all our episodes by going to Spotify and pulling up the Bend and Scoop playlist. Up next is a really cool band from New York City called French Kicks with a great track from their 2006 album, which is somewhat confusingly titled 2000. This is Knee High on Bend and Scoop.
True love.
Hi there. Are you a large person, pleasantly plump, a little on the hefty side perhaps? Well, let's face it. Are you fat? When you go jogging, do you leave potholes? When you make love, do you have to give directions? At the zoo, do elephants throw you peanuts? Do you look at a menu and say, okay? Well, now you can eat all you want, because at Thornton Mellon's Tall and Fat stores, we've got you covered. That's right, fine woolen, and woolen blend suits and sport coats in all the larger sizes. Husky, stout, extra stout, and the new Hindenburg line. And for you ladies, we have caftans, muumuus, and our own exclusive A-frame in all colors and patterns. Yes, we have miles and miles of fabric. So take it from me, Thornton Mellon. If you want to look thin, you hang out with fat people.
Thornton Mellon's Tall and Fat, 150 locations across America.
About me again. Oh no, no, she's thinking about me again. It's been a few months since you left. I've got my wits about me, but I digress. Well, I know you weren't good for me anyway. My friends say after you I just wasn't the same. But you're coming around and saying my name. Thinking about me again. Oh no, no, she's thinking about me again. Oh no, no, she's pulling me back in. Oh no, don't think about me again. Yeah. Oh no, no, she's thinking about me again. Oh no, no, she's pulling me back in. Oh no, don't think about me again. Yeah.
I really dig that one. Oh No, by Dallas's own Delmer Dennis. A little dose of what he amusingly describes as Chili's rock on his Instagram profile. This next one is from one of my favorite punk albums ever, 2002's Real Feelness by Oakland's The Pattern, a band that was actually fronted by the owner of the label that released Green Day's first two albums, Lookout Records. I think this is the best track on that album. Here's You or You on Bend and Scoop.
Hi, this is Frank Terry. Join me on Boss Radio every $1 Million Weekend.
Frank Terry, 93 KHJ.
I wanna sing about my sweet thing, a pretty little baby with a diamond ring. She got something that's more than okay, sweet like sugar and cream, like gravy. Got to get it upside the head, crazy. Yes, I am. Got a pretty little baby. Mama never liked to be left alone. Oh, daddy, daddy, please, why don't you stay at home? What's going on? Fish got to fly and the birds got to run. Upside the head, crazy. Yes, I
the mind and the going gets rough. I look at baby, but I gotta say, crazy. Yes, I am. About you, pretty baby. Riding with the love to try to do
You can't hear that without shaking something. Crazy Pretty Baby by the outstanding John Spencer side project Heavy Trash from 2007's Going Way Out with Heavy Trash. All the way from Windang in New South Wales, Australia, comes the latest by a band called Hockey Dad from their new album Brain Candy, which is also a great Kids in the Hall movie, so bonus points for that. Here's Dole Brother on Bend and Scoop.
Mr. Thornton Mellon.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Dean Martin, President Sinclair, and members of the graduating class. I have only one thing to say to you today. It's a jungle out there. You got to look out for number one, but don't step in number two.
On, we argue so silently.
Yeah, that's former Death Cab for Cutie member Chris Walla with The Score off his 2008 album Field Manual. If you like what you hear on Bend and Scoop, please subscribe, rate, and review us at Apple Podcasts or anywhere else we're at. We really do value your feedback. Up next is a real deep and moody groove by the most excellent Jim White from 2017's Transnormal Skipperoo. Not sure if he's ever managed to track down the elusive Wrong-Eyed Jesus, but he swears up and down he's done turning diamonds to coal on Bend and Scoop.
It's the twilight hour. As the sun goes down, I see a flatbed Ford with a scrapyard load rattle off through town. The railroad crossing lights flash on. There ain't no train in sight. A crescent moon will soon ascend as day gives way tonight. And I feel home, and I think how far away I got from home. But I'm done turning diamonds to coal. Now just around dinner time, this old drunk comes knocking on my door. Say he looking for some girl who lived here 27 years ago. The radio in the kitchen is playing Papa Was a Rolling Stone. And as he strolls away into the night and the streetlights flicker on, get to thinking about home, on how sometime there come a day when I try to get back home. Well, all you can do is run away. But I'm done turning diamonds to gold. In love we find out who we are, in sorrow we abide. Our strengths revealed by what we build from the broken things inside. But a day will come when you will know which way you must choose to go. To travel on and live alone, or turn yourself around, try to get back home. Try to get back home. And now we are tied to jet planes, we have spider webs across the sky, as that flatbed Ford has dropped its load. Now there we go, swinging by, and the silence gathering round this house makes such a lovely sound that I know for sure that I am cured from turning diamonds, from turning diamonds to coal.
Friday, August 18th at the Hollywood Bowl, KHJ proudly presents in concert the Mamas and the Papas. Get your tickets now, because it's gonna be a gas.
And no one's getting fat except Mama Cass.
The Mamas and Papas, plus added attractions Scott McKenzie and the truly incredible Jimi Hendrix Experience. Tickets at the Hollywood Bowl box office, all Music City stores, and mutual agency. Be at the Bowl August 18th when Boss Radio presents the Mamas and Papas.
Gather round and check this shit out. I found a simple way to keep us all divided. If there's one thing we can all agree about, why not make it 10 and banish any doubt? Let's start it rolling by covering number 10. Cut off the heat, then there'll be a retreat, amen. Now we come to number 9, falls neatly next in line. Oh, after number 10, don't think we'll see them here again. Still look at number 8, what better way to procreate? Just take them out one at a time. You can't be serious, it looks so good now when in dress. I need time to assess, I don't wanna acquiesce. 6 has a spicy ring to it, no harder one to come in. I think this one will be a hit. Now that's what I call holy writ. We wanna take a closer look at number 5. Could it apply if implied that they're not alive? Number 4 is such a pain. The Sabbath thing is so arcane. I don't wanna desecrate my only day to sleep in late. Don't take his name in vain. From this one you want to abstain. We must set a clear mandate, the best damn way to conjugate. We're almost to the end. If heaven you want to ascend, just take them out one at a time. You shall have no other God but me. You shall have no other God but me. You shall have no other God but me.
I've always thought that sounded like some sort of bizarro vacation Bible school version of Schoolhouse Rock, and I totally mean that as a compliment. That was Thou Shalt Wilt by Loose Fur, featuring Wilco's Jeff Tweedy and a couple of his partners in crime, from their 2006 album Born Again in the USA. What a great title. Speaking of Springsteen, special thanks to my good friend Jesse for having me on the latest episode of his Set Lusting Bruce podcast to discuss the best Springsteen cover songs by indie bands. You can give it a listen on Apple Podcast, and you can follow SLB on Twitter at SetLustingBruce. Man, it seems like summer just barely started, but it's already almost time to go back to school.
Guess who's getting some class?
I'm going to college.
Rodney Dangerfield's going back to school.
That's what I call marine biology. Hey, boys, here's a couple of pens in case you learn how to write, okay? When I used to dream about going to college, this is the way I always pictured it.
Wait a minute, when did you dream about going to college?
When I used to fall asleep in high school.
Here's a book on sex education.
Let me see that.
The world's oldest living freshman.
Well, they left out the most important thing. Where to get it.
Say it!
Good teacher. He really seems to care. About what, I have no idea. A little something for the kids, okay? Take that, it's okay, huh?
I don't have any kids.
No, kids, we're here. Get yourself some kids. We're here. Take it all right? What a woman.
She is the teacher.
I know, I like teachers. Do something wrong, they make you do it over again. What do you say you and I have dinner tonight?
Actually, I'd like to join you, but I have class tonight.
Why don't you call me sometime when you have no class?
He's not just the big man on campus.
Hey, folks, it's on me. Shakespeare for everyone, okay? You too, honey. Ooh, I'd like to tame your shrew.
He's the wildest man on campus.
Shake it up, baby!
Say when.
Right after this drink.
Rodney Dangerfield, back to school.
Baby, come on, I'll work it all out.
Just go. Walking with the dead man on my shoulder. All dressed up, go. Walking with the dead man on my shoulder. Walking with a dead man over my shoulder. Don't run away, it's only me. Don't be afraid of what you can't see. Don't run away, it's only me. Don't be afraid of what you can't see.
You can find Bend and Scoop online at our website, bendandscoop.com, or a variety of podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Buzzsprout, TuneIn, Podchaser, Deezer, Podcast Addict, and Listen Notes. You also can follow us on social media at Bend Scoop for both Twitter and Instagram, at Bend and Scoop on Facebook, and you can email us at bendandscooppodcast@gmail.com. If you're looking for another podcast to listen to, I'm part of one called How Many, which features myself and several other friends, including Jesse, Junior, Scott, sometimes Gary, and a few other special guest co-hosts, where we rate and debate all manner of pop culture, music, movies, TV, you name it. Find us on Twitter at How Many Podcast.
Bye-bye, lard ass.